I want to ask Mr. Daniel, why did your company remove this post from Twitter? Sir?
Congresswoman, this ad is about parents teaching children gun safety.
Why did you take it down, sir?
Teaching them what a gun is.
Why did you take it down, sir? Answer the question, please.
Yes, ma'am. We took this ad down, although it had a good message. We took it down because children had just been killed, and we didn't think it was appropriate.
It wasn't appropriate. Isn't that ironic?
Isn't that ironic? Isn't that fascinating, actually? His stated rationale is it's not appropriate because children were just killed. Now, I wish we lived in a country where that's such a rare thing that we can just move on. Yes, in this one case, children were killed. That makes it in poor taste right now, but we don't live in that country. We live in America in 2022. So I would love to have had some follow-up questions. So how many days until it becomes not in poor taste? And when you put it up, had you searched to see how many mass shootings had happened in the past, let's say 5 days? How many children had been gunned down in the last week? Did you look that up? Because I got news for you. There's never a time where you're more than a couple of days from a little kid being torn apart by the weapons that companies like that manufacture. That is a gruesome, grim, dark, inconvenient reality about America. And thanks to people like that and the Republican, for the most part, politicians that are in office to protect them, that's a reality that's not gonna change anytime soon. So he can try to like pretend that they were being responsible and serious. Yeah, wait until they're not in the spotlight anymore and see how many kids ads they put out for their guns in the future. I have a feeling they're gonna jump right back in that, Sabrina.
The more responsible thing to do would be to not advertise your guns at all, especially after a mass shooting, but you're taking it down because it had like children in the ad. And you mentioned like how many days until it's okay to run this ad again. I mean, this is America. How many days until we, forget about this mass shooting and we just worry about the next one or the next big thing that's going to happen? If it weren't for like all the attention that this specific ad got for being taken down, they would probably be running the same exact ad again. They just they don't care.
No, 100%. Yeah. And totally great point. We are still talking about Uvalde, but let's keep it real. Why are we still talking about it? It's because the police incompetence and the fact that there's been body cam footage that's come out and stuff like that. If that stuff was not still coming out, would the news still be talking about it? No. In all likelihood, they would have talked about another mass shooting that's happened. Some of those might not have made national news because we already had one sort of in the chamber, so to speak. But yeah, no, that's totally true. That is how America actually works. And yeah, people in the chat are talking about the JR-15. No, it's an AR-15 style gun made for kids. Is that ever not in poor taste? There's a lot of questions you could ask that guy. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.